Alexandre Lavoie pour Rebel News et aujourd'hui, je vous propose un compte-rendu complet des événements survenus à New York le week-end dernier. Comme vous le savez peut-être, les tensions aux États-Unis atteignent un niveau critique. Plusieurs émeutes ont éclaté à travers le pays la semaine dernière, débutant à Los Angeles avant de s'étendre à d'autres grandes villes.
If we didn't get involved, right now, Los Angeles would be burning, just like it was burning a number of months ago with all the houses and closings. Los Angeles right now would be on fire. I mean, I could tell you there were certain areas of Los Angeles that you could have called it an insurrection. It was terrible. But these are paid insurrectionists. These are paid troublemakers. They get money.
And when we make an arrest, it's because individuals have crossed the line. And we are aware that there are members from Antifa who have made their way into the city. And we saw this before. This is not the first time we have saw outside agitators that continue to disrupt the right to protest, and just not going to be tolerated here in this city.
Avant d'entrer dans le vif du sujet, n'hésitez pas à soutenir notre travail journalistique indépendant en visitant riotreport.com. Je me suis rendue sur le terrain vendredi dernier pour documenter la situation à New York, ainsi qu'au New Jersey, où se trouve un centre fédéral de détention pour les immigrants illégaux. Nous avons consacré notre première journée à l'observation de ce centre, alors que plusieurs incidents préoccupants s'y étaient produits au cours des derniers jours.
I'm out here today because this is a concentration camp, and these are Nazis, and that's what we got to do. This is what it takes. We have to put our lives on the line. They're taking our people off the streets. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm. And what is your demand to them?
They need to release every single person here in Delaney Hall. They should be returned to their families.
Same if they are criminals that they did committed like fraud or any other.
I don't give a fuck.
Le maire de Newark, Ras Baraka, s'oppose catégoriquement à la présence de ce centre de détention. Il a non seulement refusé d'assurer sa protection, mais a également affiché publiquement son soutien aux manifestants. Le mois dernier, il a même été arrêté pour intrusion après avoir tenté de confronter les agents de l'ICE. Un geste largement perçu comme une manœuvre politique. Depuis cet incident, la menace locale se montre absente, en dépit des menaces croissantes visant ce lieu placé sous juridiction fédérale. Le 12 juin, soit la veille de notre arrivée, une émeute a éclaté à l'intérieur du centre, permettant à 4 migrants illégaux, poursuivis notamment pour cambriolage, de s'évader. Simultanément, à l'extérieur, des militants d'extrême gauche bloquaient les accès au bâtiment. Les autorités fédérales offrent une récompense de 10 000 $ pour toute information permettant de localiser les fugitifs. À ce jour, seul 1 sur 4 a été retrouvé. Le soir même de notre présence sur les lieux, des manifestants ont déplacé des barrières en plastique pour bloquer l'accès aux véhicules, créant un face-à-face tendu. Ce qui est particulièrement inquiétant, c'est l'absence totale des forces de l'ordre locales. Les agents de l'ICE ont dû faire face seuls, encerclés par des militants radicaux. Aucune assistance, aucun renfort, aucun dispositif de maintien de l'ordre. Ils ont dû quitter les lieux par leurs propres moyens, parfois même en affrontant physiquement les manifestants. Un exemple marquant, un livreur de pizza s'est vu refuser le passage par les manifestants. Peu leur importait. Qu'il tentait simplement de gagner sa vie, l'idéologie semblait primer sur toute considération humaine ou sociale.
Stop that shit. This is serious shit.
Do you realize that he's a pizza delivery man? That is someone who tried to make a living?
That's awful.
That's awful that someone who tried to deliver a pizza?
It's strike breaking. They're breaking the strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, please move to the right.
Oh, you're starting to find community. Please step back.
Whoa. Stay on the sidewalk.
Get right here.
Take the line.
Take the line. You are Nazis! You are all Nazis!
You here! You're real tough. You need to get this whole crowd out. Show your faces,
Le lendemain, la manifestation No Kings s'est tenue simultanément dans plus de 2000 villes américaines. Les revendications concernaient principalement les déportations massives menées par l'ICE ainsi qu'une opposition virulente à Donald Trump, que les manifestants qualifient de fascistes et dictateurs. Ils protestaient également contre la parade militaire organisée à Washington, qu'ils accusaient d'être une célébration personnelle du président à l'occasion de son anniversaire. En réalité, cette parade commémorait le 250e anniversaire de l'armée américaine, qui tombe le même jour que la date de naissance de Donald Trump. À New York, des milliers de personnes ont participé à la mobilisation. Je vous laisse découvrir les meilleurs moments de nos entrevues recueillies sur le terrain.
I mean, anyone could probably say that this current administration is very much likened to, 1930s to 1945 Third Reich mentality, and it's just there's so many metaphors and allegories. I mean, this is his Third Reich, Fourth Reich. I mean, I just feel like he's brutal. This Trump, I'm talking about this total administration. And I just feel like is wrong, and he is a Reich. He has that complete, Nazi, authoritarian mentality, and I just feel like we have to really blast that. I mean, people have to wake up and get out of the dark.
Acceptable kings. Carole King, the king of pop, the king of rock, King Crimson. It's just a pun. And the not acceptable kings, of course, would be a president, Donald Trump being a king.
We're going down the road of fascism, of totalitarianism, and that we have to just like wake up and see that this is happening right now. This is actually the turning point, I feel, because Bush and the Bush administration are going after innocent people that have rights. Everybody has rights in this country, even if you're not national. So people have to really, we have to get together and wake up, and we have to keep on doing these demonstrations.
My thing is, I don't care if people come here illegally or whatever. That's we have to reconcile as a nation with a huge history of violence and colonialism that has, and even American imperialism that has caused the destabilization of South Latin American communities that are being run with violence. Gangs are, gang violence and poverty, and they're coming here for a reason, and it's because the United States government has destabilized those regions to such a degree by putting their forces within the borders of countries that they have no business being in. We can sit here and we can talk about the violence of other countries all day long, but until we reconcile with our own history of violence, with the way that white Americans have imposed violence on marginalized communities. I'm not concerned. I care for Gaza, and I fight for the liberation of the Palestinian people from occupation and apartheid. But I also recognize that here in the United States, we are living on occupied land.
What did you think of the riots that we saw in the last week? Do you think it was justified? Do you think it was not enough? Do you think it was too much?
No, I don't think it was too much. I think that if people are criticizing the violence of the riots, then they're criticizing the wrong violence that's happening. I think violence is the violence that's happening against the American people right now, against people that are documented, undocumented, against Palestinians. There's a lot of violence happening, and I think we're talking about the wrong violence.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think we didn't see those massive protests when Obama did actually deport more immigrants? We talk about more than 3 million.
I see where you're going with this, and you need to understand that Obama addressed immigrants that had come into the country immediately.
Yeah, but it was Biden before.
Obama's immigration programs targeted people that had immediately arrived and were not going to be granted immunity, which is, in a way, I know that it's a big right talking point to talk about how Obama deported more people. Well, I'll say this. First of all, Trump's not done yet, okay? So his numbers may exceed that, for all we know. And furthermore, Trump, in his first administration, targeted families, what's called like the DACA, the Dreamers type thing. He targeted people that actively been trying to become citizens of the United States, immigrants that had been here for a decade in some cases, working, paying taxes, and he was targeting those people that were parts of communities. Obama, as you mentioned, did also deport people, but the numbers show that Obama was deporting a lot of people that had arrived immediately and had not become part of their communities and their society.
Contrairement à d'autres grandes villes comme Los Angeles, où des violences ont de nouveau éclaté, la manifestation new-yorkaise s'est déroulée de manière relativement pacifique. En soirée, des groupes de manifestants anti-Israël et des participants à No Kings se sont rassemblés devant le bâtiment fédéral de l'ICE pour poursuivre leurs actions. Des drapeaux en soutien au Hamas, au Hezbollah et d'autres organisations désignées comme terroristes ont été brandis. Je vous laisse maintenant avec les images les plus marquantes de cette soirée.
Who are you, gang?
Like Antifa, for example, they're a bunch of pussy faggots because they stand for something, but they don't do nothing. As you can see, they had a battalion of cops over us, right? Well, over to my friends. I pull out my knife in self-defense because they're gonna fuck with my friends, they're gonna fuck with me. Right?
Bro, it's a couple of niggas you gonna have to size. There's a couple of niggas you gonna have to size. There's gonna be a couple of niggas you gonna have to size, bro. There's gonna be a couple of niggas you gonna have to size. Yes, there's gonna be a couple of niggas you gonna have to size, bro. So you wanna
Are you aware that you're going to shock a lot of American and a lot of, you know, people? Or...
We need to get clear what an American is. A person that comes to this land from Europe as a colonizer is not an American. The people that live on this land, they call them migrants. Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Trinidad, South America. I call these people migrants. These are part of this land. Those people are part of this land. You understand?
Yeah.
What an American is? You got to be from this land. You got to be from here, not come from somewhere else. They call yourself American.
Are you proud to be American?
Yeah.
So,
a real American. I'm not a European American.
So how come you are dragging and...
Because this flag don't represent us. This flag represents you. And everybody else, like him right there, that white man. This flag represents them. This don't represent my people.
Si vous aimez notre journalisme indépendant et vous voulez contribuer à faire en sorte que nous continuons à vous montrer l'autre côté de l'histoire, considérez donner quelques dollars à notre site web qui est riotreports.com. Merci en avance pour votre soutien.